Hello and welcome to the third stage of my trip around the world in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today I'm going to fly from our last destination of Rhodes, the city of Rhodes, to Crete. This is yet another change of plan, but first let me show you what we're flying today, because this is something else. We're going to fly the V-22 Osprey. This is a tilt rotor aircraft flown by the US military. So an unusual plane. We are going to take off and land vertically since we are light enough. This bird carries plenty of fuel. Fuel has a huge range. So we took off from Rhodes, and instead of going east, which is the direction of the trip around the world, we're going to go farther west to Crete. There are reasons for this, but this is the last leg which I'm going in the opposite direction. Afterwards I'm going to go to Africa. From Tobruk we're going to go just east, at least for a while. But for today, taking off from Rhodes, we're going to check out the city of Lindos. Then we're going to pass over the Karpathos island, which has an airfield here. And then to Crete. We're going to look at some places and land finally at Chania. So that we're closer to the western side and closer to Africa. This is the plan. Let's try to see if we can fly this unusual bird. Gear up. And we're going to start to tilt the rotors forward. That's why it's called a tilt rotor aircraft. You can see here on the right MFD. This is the angle of the nacelles. And we have to gradually bring them horizontally to get speed. This is Lindos, right in front of us. A very small, picturesque city with an ancient amphitheater and some ruins. Check out the angle. This is one of the most popular touristic destinations on the island. And on the top of the hill it's a medieval stronghold. Not sure if I can see the amphitheater. This is generated, but yeah, we can see. It's around here somewhere. This is the western end of the island. For some reason it's super windy. So here there are a lot of guys doing windsurfing and kite surfing, I think it's called. You can see Karpathos in the distance. We're going to go across the island to see the airfield. So we are over Karpathos. We can see the airfield here. Take a closer look. Obviously generic airfield with 2 runways. Not so small. Okay, let's go towards Crete. I think I can see Crete in the distance right there. It's Crete probably. This is the smaller sister. But this was a pretty short flight. And this thing goes pretty fast. Even if we're going a lot lower than we should. You can still see Rhodes far behind. And this is Karpatan with the airfield right here. Towards in front we have Crete. So we're here. This island goes east to west. It's very thin. I think this is the main city, Heraklion. But we're not going to land here. We're going to land further west at Chania. Also, we're going to have a look around the island. The island is pretty cool because it has some mountain ranges. So if you go from north to south, you have to pass the mountains. As you can see, look at these roads. It's pretty cool. This is the touristic city of Agios Nikolaos. We have a marina there and a stadium. Everything is generated here. I don't have anything but the Chania airport, which is a mod. The rest is stock. I don't know what this is. Is an airport? Yep, small airfield in the middle of the island. Somewhat in the middle. These two, Heraklion and Chania, are the 2 international airports. You can see that it looks pretty cool with the mountains and the sea on this side. On this island, I think it was a leprosarium, if I'm saying that right. An asylum for lepers. I'll check that before I post. This is Heraklion, and it's an airport which is called Nikos Kazantzakis. You can see it is pretty big. There's a big beach right there. But we're going to turn to the south. We're going to the south side of the island. So we're almost on the south side of the island. You can see the mountain range, which is pretty high in this area. And around here there's this airfield. I think it's a military airfield. Not quite sure. I want to take a closer look at the touristic town of Matala, which is in a small gulf. You see the gulf, it's pretty small. This might be it. Low down. This is Matala. That's a cliff face with a lot of small caves. It is unclear who made those. Very touristy little town. And here it's a nudist beach. I found that the hard way. Okay. We're going to go to Preveli. Take a look at there's a palm grove there, which is unusual for this area. I think there's another one in the east. This is Preveli, I think. Oh yeah, so no palms, no palm trees, just regular trees. Oh, nothing to see here. I was busy looking on the external light, and I passed Triangle Castello without noticing. That's why I have the GPS started now. This is from Castello, the town with a strange name, and a Venetian castle. This is the one, I think it's just a texture. This is a gorge, which is a hiking route. This is the actual road. You can see it's pretty damn cool. There's another one on the left side, which is not as cool. This one is awesome. People came to hike this gorge. You can see the cool mountains of the island. And on the other side, this is Chania. On this peninsula is the airport, but the city is right here. We'll come back to that. First, we're going to the west end of the island to see the famous beach of Balos. You can see they're pretty tall. 1,000 feet. More than 2,000 meters. That is Balos right there. This is an actual island, I think. No, it's a peninsula because it's tied up to the bigger peninsula. And it's just a cool place. The water looks very nice. Great colors. We'll take a closer look and then we'll just go and land. In season there are cars which are parked for kilometers. There is a parking lot at the end of the road. You have to descend by foot to the beach, but it gets full and they just park right along this road. Insane. Oh, this is the place. Oh, very spectacular. Of course, no custom colors or nothing, so rather bland in the same.
And maintain flight level 180.
These are the parking spots. You can see the car textures. Okay, so that was Crete. A very cool island. I don't know, might be the biggest Greek island. I had some trouble with OBS. Hopefully it's sorted out now. This is Chania. The airfield is farther away on the peninsula. This is the stock city. Only the airfield is modded. I'm going to do a vertical landing through this, and I'm going to land on this military side of the airfield because, you know, I'm a military aircraft. So we'll start raising the rotors. And we'll land right here on this tarmac. I have to watch my speed, my vertical speed. Because they did model a vortex ring state and it's really easy to get in trouble.
Sync rate, 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 sync rate.
This is why we have the warning. I need to raise my nose. I actually never did this before. So, yeah. Slow down. The plane does have a hover autopilot, which I think is model. I think it's right here. But I'll try to do it manually. Really sensitive to throttle input if you're wondering why I'm all over the place. This airport is half military. You can see on this side, the southern side, this is the Hellenic Air Force air base, and on the other side is the civilian airport. And I do have the reflex from the helis to raise the collective instead of pushing the throttle, which makes it extra hard. Looking good. I have a ground effect model. Okay.
Contact ground on 121.7.
There we go. Great success. Well, thank you for watching. See you next time.